That is awesome. I'm going to start recording. Okay, so basically what I'm going to talk about tonight, and for those of you, I think we have actually a couple new people on. So we do these every single Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern, and you are more than welcome, obviously, to remind your team about them, and so that more people are hopping on and staying plugged in. Staying plugged in is exactly why I'm where I'm at today. So you guys have no idea. I'm being so serious when I say that. So let me start by saying, if you have any questions, literally any at all, about the business, period, type them in the comments, because this is gonna be kind of a quick Zoom, I think. So if you have any questions or just want some feedback, can you type that in the comments so that I can answer them while we're on here? Sometimes the team Zooms are just me talking. Sometimes they're another leader talking. I mean, sometimes Kaylee takes over. I've had Bree on. I've had Megan. I've had a lot of people. Shelby, Sam. We just kind of rotate. I've had like people, sideline sisters, not amongst my team on. So the team Zooms are always something different. We mix them up and they're super fun. But I wanted to talk more so about taking September to a whole nother level and making this a September to remember. So for those of you, which is a lot of you on here, for those of you who have been in It Works for a long time, you're like, I already know fall's coming. Fall is almost here. Fall and winter, you guys, are literally like our businesses. It makes me laugh, you guys. It makes me laugh. Like, our businesses are incredibly crazy in a really, really good way during the fall and winter months. And I am not kidding. So even though our summer, like our spring and summer, you guys, has been amazing. My team has been on fire. How do I know that? Because I can see it in my back office. But you guys, fall and winter, like, are you ready? Are you actually ready for fall and winter? Because it gets crazy. And it gets really crazy because of a lot of reasons. Moms are back doing their own thing. They don't have to worry about keeping their kids busy during the summer months. So moms are back to doing whatever it was they did without kids in their face. Therefore, we can book parties. I like to do like wow and wine sample parties with moms, and I'm like, invite your other moms. Let's do it during the day while your kids are in school. So you guys think outside the box. You know, moms are now able to do things again, and they're not keeping their kids busy with every single summer activity that is on this earth, because y'all know in Michigan we barely get summer. We barely get warm weather. We hardly get any of that. So people like to stay really busy in the summertime, but now fall and winter is back. So people are more in their houses, staying kind of low key. So you can book more parties. I promise you, you can book more parties. And then secondly, people are now going to be packing on the pounds. That's just what happens, because fall and winter comes and they're like, ooh, okay, let's see, Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, Halloween, you're going to eat all the candy in the world. You're not getting outside as much. You're not getting as much movement and exercise. So people need our products now more than ever. And people have said that, Bree, I always watch you. I'm always like, your video is always on. So I'm always like, hey. So people say that your summer body is made during the fall and winter months. And that's so true. So I love that we get to offer people right now a product that can help them get through these holidays and just being stuck inside your house hibernating, right? So parties, we get to do more product upselling because people want it now even more. And then thirdly, what was I going to say? Tax season. Before you know it, tax season is going to be coming, and people are already planning on where they're putting their taxes. That's kind of how America is. Americans are like, yay, tax season, that means I have extra income. So first of all, I like to make sure that they know that with their tax income, or with their return, that they can take that and turn it into a business. But also, they've wanted to splurge, now is the time. But I'm not saying to wait until tax season. I'm just naming a couple things that really rev up our businesses in the fall and winter. So, let's be real, you guys. Distributors stop making excuses in fall and winter, because they're like, okay, now we don't really have much to do. We're stuck inside of our houses. I don't really want to go anywhere. There's not as much going on. And I'm not someone, a lot of you on here are not someone who makes excuses, but there are people who are like, okay, spring and summer, I'm just going to pretend like my business isn't happening. And that's not okay, but it happens. So yes, in conference, that's a huge one. Thank you. Like, you guys, let me just drop a little bomb on you real quick. So conference is what, February 1st through the 3rd, right? Okay, so February 1st through the 3rd, we always go to our annual conference. And if you're thinking, oh, that sounds great, but I can't go. No, just get there. Just get there, get over it, get there, do what you got to do. I always tell people, start like a little Wrap Cash. I even have mine right here, my Wrap Cash jar. Take your Wrap Cash jar and start putting whatever Wrap Cash you sell into it. And that can be your plane ticket, or maybe you're carpooling. I've carpooled with my team before, and that saves a lot on gas. A little more crazy, but it saves on gas. That Wrap Cash can be your plane ticket, your conference ticket, your food money, your apparel money. There is nothing like conference, you guys. There is absolutely nothing like conference. Kaylee will tell you in 2 weeks' time, she went from ruby to diamond because she left conference with a fire in her belly. That's just what conference does. I went from diamond, sitting at diamond for 2 years, double promoted to triple diamond after conference 2017, this year. So it's a little insane in a good way, and I love conference. I live for it, you guys. I wait for conference. But in the meantime, I hustle hard so that when I get to conference, I can take complete advantage of everything they give us. You guys have no idea. When they announce stuff at conference, you're like, oh my God. Like at Green Carpet, when they just announced the $9.99 business builder kits, I was like, I'm going to die. Ask Kaylee. I looked at her and I'm like, oh my God. I was bawling and I was like, please don't look at me. It was like ugly cry. So just imagine what they've got in store for us. I don't know if you guys know this. I've been in for 4 years, so I've heard a couple things here and there, but Mark Pentecost and Pam Souter, they literally have our entire business set for 20 years down the road, 10 years down the road. They know what we're doing. We are, this company is debt free. Therefore, we're allowed to do more things. We're allowed to offer more things to people. And they're constantly coming out with new products. So I know they're launching a new product in October, but you guys, conference is going to take things to like off the charts. It's going to be off the charts. So it's February 1st through the 3rd. I can bet money that tickets for conference are going to go on sale in October. I can bet money. I'm not positive, but I bet. So just be prepared. Shack up with us. We have a lot of fun, you guys. We get our drink on, we go out to eat, we go to conference, we dance, we get dialed up, we have so much fun, you guys. So we go to the store and buy all the new It Works gear. And let me say it this way. I know a lot of people think I can't afford that. Listen, listen, if you can't afford it, you need it that much more. I had nothing to my name when I went to conference the first year. Nothing. Literally ask Katie Starr. She's one of my distributors. She's not on the Zoom, but we carpooled there with Megan. So yeah, ask Megan. We carpooled there with Megan in 2015 or something, or 14, I don't even know. And no, 2015 was my first conference, and we carpooled there to Florida, and I literally had to have Katie pay for everything that we did until we got our 15th of the month paycheck. And I was like, oh my God, can that be deposited anytime now? Because I'm so poor. Like, thank God for good friends who were like, yeah, I'll buy you food until you get paid. But I didn't have money. I didn't shop at the store my first year. I was like, I'm not going to get any of the gear. I just know that I need to be here. And I was, it was awesome. It changed my entire life. It changed my business. You guys don't understand, like, the stories that we get to hear at conference are incredible. You will cry. You will laugh. You will leave with this whole newfound confidence. You'll leave with your shoulders, back and your head held high. And you just don't know, you just don't understand until you get there what it does for it's worth it. It's worth it times 1,000, especially because, what it's done for my family. So get to conference, first of all. I know I just talked about that more than I planned to, but yes, I get butterflies thinking about it, and I've been 3 times. And I've been to Green Carpet once. So there's nothing like plugging in, you guys. So on that note, and bring a distributor, like, make it like it. Let me tell you, I'm a blue personality. If you don't know what that means, go look up Mike Patillo's Color Personalities on YouTube. I am a total blue, you guys. If it's party related, which is so funny because I didn't have friends growing up, but if it's party related, if it has anything to do with recognition or having fun or just being around people that give you good vibes, I'm all about it. And so conference is like that times 1,000. So bring your distributors, you know, get people on your team coming with you, and let's all just sell out the entire like Holiday Inn, okay? And we'll take things to a whole nother level because it's so much fun. And we split room costs and we keep things down to a minimum. It's very cheap when you end up, you know, out the door. It's very cheap. So speaking of events though, that is in February, like I said, of 2018. But in the meantime, this month we have 2 really, really big events that I really want to see you guys get to. And I want not only to see you guys get there, but I want you to spread this amongst your downline and make sure that they're getting there. Because yes, OTOM is going to be amazing. Boot camp is going to be amazing. They really fill my bucket, and I would not be where I'm at today if I didn't attend events. There's a saying out there that says, I never get it right, but let me try. There's a saying out there that says, if you don't need the event, someone there, if you don't need the event, someone there needs you. And if you, I always mix this part up. And if you do need the event, like go and someone will, you know, you get my gist. But it's so true. Like, just because you think I don't need that, you have no idea whose life you can impact at one of those events. But also you might think you don't, and then you get there and you're like, oh my gosh, I just learned something that I've never ever known before. I feel so much better about that party pad. I met some great new people. Like, I'm really picky about who I surround myself with, which is why I get to all of our events, because it's just bucket filling and it's good vibes. It's just good stuff. So, yeah, if you don't need the event, think again. Exactly. Because there's always something there that you can relate to. There's that one person story that makes you go diamond. All of a sudden you're sitting at distributor and you're like, wait a minute, you just heard someone's story and you're like, I'm going diamond. Fun fact about me, like my first OTOM I went to was an accident. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to be there. I walked in and I'm like, what is this? And why is everybody wearing black, green, and bling? And when I stood there, I had no choice because I wasn't going to make my friend look like a fool. So I stood there in my Duck Dynasty hoodie with my brand new son, and I just stood there, and I thought it was a joke until the Diamonds and Above went on stage. And it was just hearing those couple of stories that made me go, okay, if they can do this, I can do this. And I went diamond in 5 months. So sometimes you just need to hear that person's story to like make your brain like, okay, whoa, all right, whoa. I do need this more than I thought. I can do this more than I thought, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to take my team with me, and I'm going to change my family's life. This is not, you know, if you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, this will pay more than a business, like a business. So I just want you guys to make sure you're jotting these dates down. So the 7th is the OTOM in Lansing. All the details are in the group Hope Brokers. You can look up those details too. So I'm going to type it real quick. September 7th is OTOM. And then September 17th is boot camp, which is life, you guys. Like, those are so much fun. So it's kind of like a mini conference, but it's amazing. So the OTOM is in Lansing, and that is like a wrap party on a whole nother level wrap party. And you can bring guests to that. Guests are free. And then the boot camp on the 17th is a Sunday. It's like 9 to 5 or 10 to 5. It's 9 to 5 for Diamonds and Above. It's 10 to 5 for everyone else. And so that's in Grand Rapids, and it's amazing. It's so amazing. Again, you will hear stories. You will get tips. Like, an OTOM is just like a wrap party, and it's amazing. I love both equally. I really do. And then the boot camp is more like information, and you can learn how to work your business even more. So OTOM is more towards like guests, and then for distributors to kind of get a feel for the business and hear stories. And I go to every single one, and I'm 4 years in. So I promise you they're worth it. So if you guys have questions about those, go to Hope Brokers and look up those events. They're pretty easy to find. The OTOM is going to be about $11.54 out the door. And then boot camp, I believe, is like 20 or something, maybe. I don't even know, something like that. So get to those, you guys. Like, just don't even make excuses and just get to them. Like, whatever excuse you have, just let it go out the window. Find a sitter for your kids and get there, because they're worth everything if you want this. And then taking September, making this a September to remember. by what I mean by that, when I say that, is whenever you guys say to yourselves, man, I really want to do that, but that's scary, that means I want you doing it. Or whenever you're like, oh man, I want to do this, but it makes me really uncomfortable, you better do it. Those are the things you need to be doing to make this a September to remember. If you are willing to get outside of your comfort zone just a little bit this month, you will see major changes, not only in your self growth, but in your business. I promise you that. So before you say, oh, never mind, that makes me scared, feel the fear and do it anyway, and do the 3-second rule. 1, 2, 3, go. Just go and do it. Whether it's messaging somebody, blitzing somebody, getting out there and just networking, going to a library, wearing your t-shirt and going up to that mom and saying, hi, how old is your son? Instead of standing in the corner in a bubble, not saying much, right? Be a little bit more intentional with running your business. A lot of people think it's sitting behind a cell phone and just, that's it, sitting behind a cell phone, messaging people, hoping you come across somebody, but it's not. Networking is about building relationships, getting outside of your comfort zone, growing your network in any way, shape, or form, be unique about it, and be thoughtful about it. So I joined a women's group today at my church. Every single Monday at 7:15, I'll be going to a women's group. Don't ask me what we're going to do, but all I know is it's called a women's group, which means I'm going to meet new women and I'm going to grow my network within my church. So that's going to help my business. And it's not because I'm going to walk into that women's group and say, hi guys, my name is Kim Kane and I do It Works. No, I'm not even going to, nope, I'm going to wear my t-shirts. I'm going to have my lanyard on my purse, and they're going to see that I do that. And as I'm adding people on Facebook, I promise you, this is how it works. They're just going to join my team and become customers, because we're going to be growing a relationship. I'll be building that relationship genuinely. So, I love, go volunteer somewhere. Go volunteer at your local church, or go to a library. Take your kids to the library and go, during toddler time, and just meet moms and be intentional about it. Like, add them on Facebook and say, I'd love to stay connected. So I want you getting outside of your comfort zone. I'm so excited for my Monday night church group now, because I can't tell you how awesome it is that I live in Grand Rapids, where this company started, and I still meet people every single day that have no idea what this company is. And so I know this is going to be a whole new group of women who have no idea, and everyone deserves and wants this opportunity and product. So I'm really excited to be able to offer that to them in a way that isn't salesy, because that doesn't mean I'm going to be a salesperson. That means that I'm going to share my genuine life with them. And if they want it, cool. If they don't, that's okay too. So I love that this business is all about making friends, building a relationship, and just being a human being, but also mentioning what you do. I think a lot of people think they need to be a salesperson. They need to message people and say, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? And you don't. You just need to build relationships and be a friend to people first, and the rest will come. So when you really put it that way, it makes things a lot easier and a lot more lasting, if that makes any sense. Melanie says, I was at chemo and blitzing patients, and the nurses and techs, I handed out a bunch of cards. Yeah. And that's so cool. Like, that's so cool. And make sure to get that contact information back. I know she adds people on Facebook as well. So that's a huge part of it. When you go blitzing, make sure you're getting that contact info. Make sure, whether it's Facebook or a phone number, make sure you're getting that contact info, because it's huge. And then build that relationship. Start to build that relationship. So my challenge for you guys, and I'm going to do a contest that kind of relates to this, so look out for that, but get outside of your comfort zone. Like, get way outside of it this month. When you think, oh, that makes me scared, that makes me nervous, that's something I wouldn't normally do, that's the kind of things this month I want you doing. And seriously, it'll change your business, because when you start to do the things that leaders and top money income earners do, you will be there with them, right? It's not going to be sitting behind your phone for 30 minutes a day, messaging 10 people. That's not going to take you to diamond. But what will take you to diamond is going that extra mile, just doing the extra little bits of things. And make sure you're following the right people on Facebook and copying the right cat and plugging out any negativity. This month especially, I want you guys to find people that make you better. Like, who is your top 5? I know Shelby's got an amazing top 5. Kaylee's got an amazing top 5. Bree, Sam, I know these people, everyone on here, I'm sure, has an amazing top 5. I'm really picky about who I surround myself with, because I'm always going up. And if you're slowing me down, then you're out of my life. So make sure that, and I don't mean up in It Works, I mean up just in my life in general. So pick your top 5, make sure you're surrounding yourself with good people, and just go for it, you guys. Go for no, get out of your comfort zones a little bit. Do parties. Those are so much fun. They're not mandatory, but my goal this month is to do a party, like 3 of them a week at least. And so last couple things with that being said, I'm going live on my own Facebook page, and I'm going to do a wrap party like I would in someone's house. I'm going to do it in my house on live on my own Facebook. So not an event, not anything crazy. Don't make this complicated. I'm going to go live on my own Facebook page at 8:30 p.m. Tuesday the 5th. And you guys are more than welcome to tell people about it and then plug them into that event. When I go live, you can share it with them. You can tag them. You can like invite them into the video, but also let them know this is Kimberly Kane's name. Go to her Facebook page at 8:30 and watch her video. And then when you have people comment, I'm here, Jessica invited me, you're going to get points for that. So I'm going to do something with that in a couple days. So Tuesday the 5th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, invite people, let people know about it, share the video so people are hopping on. I'm literally going to go over the entire party pad on Facebook Live. I'm going to sample. Obviously, no one can try the products, but it's all about touch, feel. It's all about, the interaction. And so I'm going to do the Fat Fighter demonstration, which they will be able to see. I'm going to sample the defining gel and talk about it. I'm going to sample the greens and talk about it. And then I'm going to go over the business side and how to become a loyal customer and all that good stuff. So tune into that and get your team to tune into that as well. It's going to be awesome, and share that with people. But yes, the 7th, the 17th, Tuesday the 5th, I'm doing my own live thing, and it's going to be awesome. So I hope to see you guys there. Let's take this month, let's go crazy with this month. Let's be awesome. Let's be intentional. Let's not make any excuses. Let's not let anything hold us back. And go book parties, you guys. They're not mandatory, but they're super fun. And ask your upline if they want to come with you. We are more than welcome to help you. We love helping you. I love parties. I'm trying to do as many as I can this month, just because when you sell a tub of greens to one person, that's great and everything, but you could ask that one person to host a party and meet 5 more people. So it's really cool. I love parties, you guys. I love being belly to belly with people. It's pretty much a seal. It's pretty much 100%. If I get in front of people, I can sign them up on the spot. So that's why I love parties, because you're being really, really personable and really personal and just belly to belly. So that's pretty much all I had for you guys. If you have any questions or anything like that, post them in the group, Hope Brokers or Better Together, and let's just have fun this month. I really want to have fun. I want to see everybody I want to see so many people at that Legacy Retreat, you guys. I'm hosting my very first Legacy Retreat October 7th through the 8th. And that's going to be in Boyne Mountain, and it's a house that I paid for, and you're going to be spoiled rotten. You just have to get to Emerald and above. So I'm really, really excited. We already have a couple girls invited to that. So I encourage you and dare you to get there. And if you're thinking, oh, I'm too far away, then you've already put a cap on that and you're not going to do it. But if you allow yourself just a second of belief, you can do it. It's just building 2 rubies. It's helping 2 people go ruby. It's working every single day. It's making sure to talk to new people every single day and ask people. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So make an ask out of yourself this month and try your best. If you miss it, you know what? You tried, and you're going to be at Emerald or Diamond before you know it. And then by the time conference is here, you'll be able to take advantage of everything they're doing for us. So I love you guys. Happy Sunday. Have an amazing holiday weekend, the rest of it anyway. Be safe, and I'll get the recording up as soon as I can. Bye, guys.